Hello. So, there we go. I think we got everybody starting to hop on. So we still have like another minute before we're going to really start taking off and going. But I'm super excited for all of you all to join us today and just to learn a little bit more about the opportunity that Thrive has to offer. So all of us started off with just a friend who invited us to something very similar. We didn't have a webinar then, but we had different links and we had different people to talk to. And so this is something new that we've really started. And I'm here with my friend Dakota today, so we get to tell you all about what Thrive is, about our community that we have, our little leg under Lavelle, and some things that you can look forward to when you join this opportunity with us. And one of the very first things that they have set up to really get you going off strong is called VIP. And so with your VIP, you have your first 2 active weeks, you get to start running for a couple of bonuses. And so you're not active until you have placed an order or a customer under you has placed an order. So if you signed up for promoter and you've never ordered before, you get a little bit of leeway and can search around before really starting this period. But if you have already ordered, no worries, because you have an amazing upline who's going to help you with every single step of the way. And so with VIP, it's your first 2 weeks, and you are running for a $400 bonus on your VIP 800. And then for VIP 1600, you're just going to be doubling that. And to achieve these bonuses, all you have to do is get 2 customers, so help 2 friends start thriving and feeling amazing like you all already are. And then you just get to help introduce 2 friends to this opportunity that you've been introduced to. And so I love that it's pushing you to really get out of that comfort zone and to go to your friends and to help them like your friends already helped you. And that is just for VIP 800. So once you get those 2 promoters and 2 customers, then you get that $400 bonus and $100 in Thrive credits. And so you can use those credits for yourself, or you can use them to start working towards your VIP 1600. So everything that you just did, getting 2 new customers, 2 new promoters, you're just going to do twice. So if you did it that first week, you are going to do amazing and get it just that second week. So you're going to be working with your uplines, getting into 3-way chats, and they're going to help take you step by step to be able to achieve both of these in your first 2 weeks. And so I know Dakota has a couple of tips and tricks to go about this as well. So I'm going to hand it over to her to tell us some of her amazing tips and tricks.
Hi guys, so I am Dakota Irvin. I'm super excited that you guys are here with us today because this is an amazing company, and like the first 2 weeks is absolutely the best. Like she said, all that good stuff that comes with the VIP. I have some tips to help you guys succeed within your first 2 weeks. So whenever you have your auto ship customers and you're looking for your promoters, one thing I would really recommend is not to turn your auto ships into promoters, because that's going to lose your volume. And then you're going to have to find somebody else to replace that one auto ship that you turn into that one auto ship you're going to have to turn into a promoter. So do not turn auto ship into promoters. Another one too. So not only can you run on your account, right, your VIP 800 and your VIP 1600. Sorry, my thing just like died on me, my flashlight. But not only are you able to run on your account, you're able to run on your husband's account, your spouse's account, whatever it may be, for an extra 400 for your VIP 800 and your VIP 1600. So that is really, really cool that you get to double your VIP mode. Another thing too, like if you do not have your package come in within your first 2 weeks, you can message support and just tell them that your package didn't come, it didn't arrive in time for your VIP. and ask them if they can extend it, and they will extend it, which is really, really nice of them. That way you still have an opportunity to be able to hand out those minis, whatever you need to do before the extended time is over. Another thing is too, with your, there's 3 promoter packages, the 200, the 400, and the 800. The 400 I recommend, that is 3 months worth of Thrive for you. You can keep one for yourself, and then the other 2 you can sell for minis, but you can make your money back off of selling those minis, getting that product out in people's hands. So I highly recommend getting the 400 one that way, or even the 200 one. That way you have product and you can get them out. That way, if you're, telling somebody how amazing this product is and they're like, well, can I have some? You can say, yeah, like here, have it. And then the 800, this one's a really, really cool one. So this is a 6-month box. And within your first 60 days, you get to be paid out as a 200K. 200K is our top rank, like the highest rank. So you can only imagine how good those checks are going to be, especially with your VIP added in there as well with your commission. So those are the few tips that I have. And now I'm going to pass it back to Jordan. I feel like a news anchor. Back to Jordan.
So as exciting as VIP is, those are only your first 2 weeks that you're here. And so when you're joining us, you're joining more than just this VIP period. So you're going to go through that. I personally, when I first joined, I wasn't able to make my VIPs, which is fine. There's a lot of us that don't always make it. And so that's something that sort of makes you nervous. I know it made me nervous of what if I didn't get it? What happens then? You keep going on. And that's when I think the most amazing part of this opportunity is going on and getting to really be in the Thrive Army team. So with Thrive Army, we have a really large community. We're a very family-based sort of team. And we do lots of trainings. We do lots of mindset trainings. We really push each other to be the best that we can be. And so Dakota's been with them a little longer than I have. So what have you noticed about being a part of Thrive Army?
Yeah, so I've been here for 1 year and 5 months now, I believe, and I absolutely love it. The community is like the best part for me, just because, being I almost said a single mom, a stay-at-home mom, it's pretty much feel like a single mom because my husband works 3rd shift. So I have, my kids all day long. And so having friends, outside of the house, because sometimes, when you're stuck at home with the kids, you feel like you have no one to talk to. So it's really nice to have like that community based around you, because you wake up every morning. And even when you go to bed, like you have good morning texts, people tell jokes, like you feel like a family. So I really like that. And the coolest part is, guys, you ready for this? They're from all over the state. Okay, that is like the coolest thing. Like, whenever I talk to my family, I'm like, yeah, I got a friend in Texas. It's really cool. You get to meet like a lot of neat people, and plus, you get to go to like all kinds of like, retreats that they do. Like we're going to Texas at the end of April, which is really cool. That's the Thrive Palooza. So this is gonna be my first one. I'm super excited about that. But the community is probably like my absolutely favorite part, because I've really met some really cool people. And especially with this business as well, when you're working it, you meet like people like literally everywhere, for customers, like outside of the country as well, which is really neat. And you get to, really love on them, and they just become a family. So that's my favorite part. I rambled.
No, that was definitely one of the reasons that I personally joined. Also, I'm a stay-at-home mom as well. And so it's great being able to have those people that when you're having a rough day, that they're there to help pick you back up. And so we have our community, and we also have within this community, we have a bunch of amazing people on it that we're all working together to create lots of resources. So as we have all of our new people coming in, you're not going to be left alone. You're going to be told where all of these resources are. You're going to be having your upline reaching out to you almost daily and making sure that you are able to find these and that you're sort of coming along just fine. And so it's not one of those, I know I've joined a few different companies where they're like, yeah, we're going to be there for you. And then they're never there. You are not going to be alone on this journey. And one of the awesome things is that we have these people that are putting together lots of resources. So if you've ever heard of Trello, it's an online resource that we have different cards that teach you how to post. They teach you what to post. For your VIP period, they have a full 2 weeks what to do daily. And so between our Trello boards that break everything down for you, we also have Zoom meetings throughout the entire week. And so these Zoom meetings may seem a little overwhelming at times, but there's so many of them. So that way everybody has that opportunity to join, because I know like Dakota and I were stay-at-home moms, we can sort of get on a little bit more often because we're not out working. Well, we do have some people that are still full-time and working their full-time job and doing this on the side still. And so we have all of these Zoom meetings so that way they're able to join on live at certain points, because it's that part of that community is just joining live with some of these Zooms. But if you can't join live because you are working a job still, we have all of them recorded to our YouTube page. So you can always go back and reference them again. So what are some of like the resources that you found really helpful?
Yeah, the Trello board is like insane. I go in there every day, and I swear I find something new like every day. I'm like, what? When did that get in there? I could have swore that was not in there. So it's really nice, to get post ideas, because a lot of times people like have a hard time like, well, what do I say? Well, how can I word this? How do I do like opportunity post, or how do I, because you don't want to always post about thrive. You're more than just a person, thriving. Why has the product helped you? So it's really nice to like get an idea of like, I went out to like the dog park with my dog, and I was able to stand there, throw the ball with them, and I feel really good. Like there's, posts, all kinds of posts. So it's really nice to like get an idea when you really can't think of anything. And then my favorite thing is to like to make your profile prettier. They have like these really nice highlight covers that you can put like on your Instagrams and stuff. That's probably my favorite because they're really cute in there. And then there's before and after pictures. Like there's literally everything, anything you can think of. Like all the people that put them together did an amazing job. When I first started, I didn't have that, so it's really nice to have now, and to be able to help those people that sign on with us, to be able to walk them through it, show them everything. That way they're not feeling like they don't know what to do, what's the next step. So I really like it, and having a like one-on-one with our promoters as well is really, really nice, because no one wants to go into a company and then feel like they are left alone. So it's really nice to have that one-on-one with your upline, because we have amazing leaders here, and they're with you through like the whole entire time. And that's pretty much all. Like I have so much like awesome things to say about the Trello. Like it's legit, guys. It's legit to quit.
Well, and I love that we have all of these resources, but if you can't find something in that resource, we have a couple of different group chats that you'll be in. So we have one main group chat of Thrive Army that has literally everyone in there. So if you have a question, you have somebody that has like a very specific question, you're like, I have no idea, I don't have any experience with that, you can jump over into that chat, and there is most likely going to be somebody in there that can help you with that answer, and can even sometimes hop into a three-way chat with your potential customer, potential promoter, to really help to explain it and how it helps them. So we're getting towards the end. So if anybody has questions, I see we have a couple here. So learning about the products that we actually have an entire Zoom every week on Tuesdays that goes over only the products. And so learning about the products is something as you start using them, you'll learn more and more about. But we have a whole nutrition Zoom that goes really into like the nitty gritty of each one. And we're putting together and working on courses that actually talk about each and every product so that way you really understand what you're putting into your body and what you're telling other people and helping other people to find and why this vitamin, the supplement is really for them.
Yeah,
Then
I also wanted to add in there as well, that every beginning of, so every Tuesday of the beginning of the month, we do have like if you have no idea like what you want to say to somebody who asks like what is Thrive, we add like potential customers to that nutrition Zoom, and we go over all 3 steps, and if they need to ask questions in there as well, they can do it. But that one's a really nice one to be on and to invite your potential people. That way, you know for a fact that somebody, you know, who's been here a little bit longer can answer those questions that you may feel like you can't. So I really like that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Me too. Then for VIP, it's not a big deal if you don't get it. So we strive to help everybody reach that VIP, but there's a lot of Lavelle millionaires that never reached VIP. And so VIP is only 2 weeks out of your entire journey with Lavelle. So it's a very small amount of that journey. And so what I mean really counts is what you continue doing after that. If you get it, that is amazing and wonderful, and we will all be cheering for you. If you don't get it, we're all going to be cheering for you to keep going on and improving and learning and continuing with your journey. So it's not a big deal if you don't get it.
Yeah, I didn't hit VIP either, and I've been with Lavelle for a year and 5 months, so I'm 12K, so it's really nice to know that, you know, not everybody hits VIP, but it is very, very achievable. There's some people who hit it within like 24 hours. There's some people who hit it, you know, 10 days in, whatever, but it's super achievable, especially having your uplines with you at all times. It's really nice to have like that third voice to help you guide within your first 2 weeks.
Yes. So our next is about how much time we spend on our phones. So this is going to vary between person to person. So it's going to vary of how much time you do want to put into it. So there's no minimum, maximum time that you are required to put in. And one of our Zooms is actually all about sort of efficiency and using your time wisely so you're not always on your phone. I know for me personally, I'm a big outdoors fan. I like to go out into the woods where there's no cell reception. And so I work my days around those where I do have that opportunity to put my phone down for a couple of hours. And I work my time efficiently so that way I'm not working when I have time with my son. And so I don't feel like I'm constantly on my phone, because I know that's one thing. It's like you think you're working from your phone, you think that you're like attached at the hip to it. And I like that we sort of teach you how to use your time so you're not dependent on your phone.
Yeah, and I also want to add too, on Sundays we do a planning Zoom with Tracy. She has 10 kids. So her, I always throw that out there. She has 10 kids. I love telling people that. But she is like the queen of time blocking. It is so important to time block, like Jordan said. Like, you don't want to feel like, you know, you have the phone attached to your hip at all times, that you have to be working from your phone at all times. You can be working and not even have your phone, but it's really important to time block and be really intentional with your time. That way, you know, when you are working, like I do power hours, so like 3 times out of the day I'll sit down when I know my kids are sleeping, or I call it potty time because I I go to the bathroom quite a bit. So I'll sit down whenever I can and I'll go ahead and do whatever I can. So it's really important to be really intentional with your time and just work around, whatever you have going on that day, just work around it and you'll find time to be able to do your business and run it. Even if you're not like working on your phone, you can be like, doing inventory and your kids can help you. You can make minis together or something. My kids love to help me. So you can always find time to incorporate your kids with working with you, or you can always work around your other schedules.
Hmm. No, that's one thing I really love about this entire team is that everybody's definitely pushing you to make sure that you're making sure the priorities are in order. So your family is a big priority. If you find it priority that you need to sit down and eat dinner with them, you need to do this, you have these practices. When we're time blocking together on Sundays, you write those first. And then you find those nooks and crannies that you fit this business into, because it's not meant to take over your life, but it's definitely something that can change your life.
Absolutely. I love that.
But so if we have any other questions, and Tracy, she has 10 kids, so she can find time in her day. I think we all can find time in our day. Like,
Yeah.
my one keeps me busy enough. I can't imagine how busy I would be with 10.
Yeah, and a fun fact about Tracy, she homeschooled all 10 of her kids. So if she can homeschool, well, she just recently put them in a school, but if she can homeschool it, find time, and just hit a $40,000 bonus yesterday, I think everybody can do it. It's just finding that self-discipline and actually sitting down and doing the work, and being honest with yourself, and you can literally accomplish anything.
Mhm. Well, I don't see any more questions coming in, so we won't hold y'all up any longer. But thank you everyone that joined us today. So I hope you're running to your friend who had you come and join us so we can meet you officially in the Thrive Army chat. Because I look forward to meeting each and every one of you and seeing where this journey brings you. Because I know for me personally, it has brought so many wonderful things that I wouldn't have without Thrive Army.
Same. Same. Yeah. Go and run to the promoter who had brought you here, because I bet you 100% they are like awesome, and just trust them, and they're going to be with you. The whole team is going to be with you, cheering you on. Like I said, if you don't hit your, or like Jordan said, if you don't hit your VIP, it's okay. We still love you. We're a community here. We all love each other. We're all one.
But I hope everyone has an awesome Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I had to think about that for a second. Sorry.
You're fine.
And has an awesome rest of their week.
All right. See you guys. Thank you.
Bye.